With the Lakers rumor mill buzzing as usual, here are 3 targets the Lakers will probably be looking to before the deadline. And before we get into that, most people watching this video, you aren't subscribed already, so make sure you click that subscribe button and let's get into it. The first 2 targets the Lakers will be potentially going after are Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso. Zach LaVine's name has clearly been one that has frequently been tied to the Lakers, as Zach LaVine's camp has actually put the Lakers down as one of his preferred destinations if he is traded from the Chicago Bulls, which has looked very likely, especially because of his frustrations in Chicago. Zach LaVine will be on the move regardless of whether it be in the Lakers or somewhere else. This is a player who can come in and definitely affect the Lakers' growth immediately due to the fact he fits what the Lakers need. Right now, the Lakers are the 8th least efficient offense in the NBA. I think some of that has to do with the injury bug, but also when you have players like Anthony Davis and LeBron James, they command a lot of attention. And because they command so much attention, the ball will move around to other role players, and in some cases, they're going to have to be able to excel when those moments come. And I think when you add Zach LaVine, you find yourself with another reliable shot maker and shot creator, but also him being with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, I think he would be in a situation where he would thrive because of the attention that AD and LeBron require. Zach LaVine will find himself in so many favorable matchups that I think the Lakers are a match made in heaven for him. Now, Alex Caruso is another player who could be potentially returning to the Lakers. For those who don't remember, Alex Caruso was a part of that 2019-2020 Lakers championship roster, known highly for his ability to play perimeter defense. And that is something that if he came back to the Lakers, I think he would provide. Remember, Alex Caruso is a first-team all defensive player. This is by far one of the 5 best perimeter defenders in all the NBA. He is a player that not only on the offensive end will make open 3-pointers and cut to the rim, he knows how to play off Bron. Now, granted, he will not provide the level of offense that a Zach LaVine would, but from a defensive end, Lakers fans, imagine this. You got Cam Reddish, you got Alex Caruso, LeBron James at the 1, you have Anthony Davis, potentially any combination of Christian Wood, Jared Vanderbilt, or Rui Hachimora. The defensive lineups that the Lakers will have, they'll be a nightmare to deal with in the half court. And because of that, Alex Caruso is the type of role player that for a win now team, he elevates that type of team. And for the Lakers, he would elevate this defense to new heights. I think there would be no debate that with an Alex Caruso, the Lakers would have the #1 perimeter defense in the NBA, especially with Jared Vanderbilt getting healthy. Now, obviously, there would have to be some sort of package, I think, to get Zach LaVine or Alex Caruso that would involve an Austin Reaves or Gabe Vincent. I do think if you're trading for a guard, you're going to have to give up a guard and potentially some first-round draft picks. Now, I don't know how high some of these other teams value Max Christie, because if anybody's watched his perimeter defense over the past few games, Max Christie is showing some potential. So that could also be tantalizing for a team like the Chicago Bulls. Now, in a crazy situation, the Lakers also could go for the home run, which means they could try to trade for potentially Zach LaVine and Alex Caruso. Now, if a trade like this would go down, it would take a haul, I think. I definitely believe Rui Hachimora would have to be involved. Reaves would have to be involved. Potentially D'Lo or Gabe Vincent would have to be involved. And then some sort of first-round compensation. Now, if the Bulls wanted to be greedy, they could also ask for Jared Vanderbilt, but it would take a haul to bring in both of them. I wouldn't put it past the Lakers, because I do think there are certain pieces that are already intact that if you add Alex Caruso and Zach LaVine, I think the transition would be seamless. I personally would not want to see Austin Reaves go. I think the one guard that if you moved off of, it would make sense to me from a chemistry standpoint, it would definitely be Gabe Vincent. Now, D'Lo also may be the other cog on this Lakers machine that has to go. And that I could see being not to Chicago, but in a 3-team type of situation, because I don't know if D'Lo's the type of player that the Chicago Bulls are looking for, because I think if they're willing to blow this thing up, they're probably looking for a rebuild. So I would definitely be eyeing this situation because the Lakers could go out and go shoot for the home run. Now, while getting Alex Caruso and Zach LaVine together sounds like something amazing for Lakers fans, it's probably not likely. You probably are only going to get one of those pieces. I don't want to spread some sort of false hope like the Lakers are going to go after Alex Caruso and Zach LaVine at the same time, just because Alex Caruso is a player that a lot of other teams are also going to be looking to add, because if you have superstars, he's a role player that you don't have to feel like you'll disgruntle your superstars adding him into the mix. And I think he's a role player that really fits cohesively with most NBA rosters. Now, a third trade target and a name I've heard quite a lot throughout the Lakers trade rumor mill is Detroit Pistons forward Bojan Bogdanovic. Now, at 34 years old, this is a player who probably doesn't want to spend the last few years of his prime on the Detroit Pistons. A very young and scrappy Detroit Pistons teams, might I add, but they're definitely in rebuild mode, and I don't think Bogdanovic's talents at this point, especially being such a veteran in this league, is being maximized in Detroit. Now, he fits seamlessly into this Lakers situation because I don't think his contract will be much of an expense for this Lakers franchise. And not only that, this is a career 38-39% three-point shooter. He knows how to play the NBA game. I think with a guy like LeBron, they will be able to easily work off each other because of the amount of basketball the both of them have played. I think he'll be a good leader as well for the young players in that Lakers locker room. And because of him having so much experience in this league, I think he is a valuable asset for this Lakers roster. I do think if the Lakers went out and grabbed Bogdanovic instead of getting Caruso or LaVine, I do believe that if Lakers fans feel some type of way about Bojan Bogdanovic, they shouldn't. I think this is a player who shouldn't be deemed a consolation prize if you can't nab a Alex Caruso or Zach LaVine. This is a player who does fit what the Lakers organization needs. This is a player who, as a veteran, possesses all the tools and traits that fit into this Lakers offense. And obviously the veteran presence, I do believe, will be an asset. With that being said, like we said before, if you haven't subscribed to this video yet, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And with that being said, I'm JayRob with Lakers Digest. Peace.